Hail, bird of prey. 5. Hail, Karuga.
Kapla!
Kapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karoga. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
If you come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. If you're here to make war, we surrender.
Both good. The important thing is I'm meeting new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework factory. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. And that means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Bird o' Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Bird o' Prey 5 Kapla, and welcome to Bed Life for the Ides of March. March 15th, 2024. And you might be thinking, what the hell is an Ide? And why are the Ides of March so particularly disturbing? That was my question. I Googled it. I found no useful answer. An Ide seems less. It seems less certain what an Ide is than a self-sealing stem bolt. I do not know if an Ide is a physical thing, a spiritual thing, something else. All I know is to beware them and try to do the best to pretend they don't exist. John Araki first in the chat today. Uno, yes, John, you were first. And John Araki says, then the sign said, you've got a membership card to get inside. You have to have a membership card to get inside. I don't understand. Today is an open Bed Life stream. It's not a member stream. I hope anybody is here. Certainly I see people here who are not members, so that bodes well. I don't know why the sign said that. And thank you, John Araki, with a 99-cent Super Poop Super Sticker. Yeah. Thank you so much. Jedi Bill says, Kapla, Brother Warrior, Bird o' Prey 5. All should hail Karoga. Absolutely. All should hail Karoga. And there's John's Super Poop Super Sticker. Let's see if we can run that through. There it is, Kissing Dax. Oh my God, Kissing Dax. Very cool. Thank you. Not often does Kissing Dax come from the Super Poop Super Sticker, but today it did. Kapla, Brother Warrior, says Jedi Bill, all should hail Karoga. And the Traveler with a 40 months Karogan Orphan super chat says, we, the people, want a Mamo Pray tale. Oh, Traveler, Mamo Pray is so tired today. I will give you the Mamo Pray tale today. It's not quite the same, but I'm sure she'll understand, considering how tired she is. And you guys will understand, because Mamo Pray, if anyone, deserves her rest. The Traveler says, Bird of Prey 5, greetings, birds, turds, and nerds. Thank you, Traveler. Scotty R37 says, Praxis? Praxis. Scotty explained to me that he has never watched Stargate, any of Stargate, due to the fact that while watching the trailer for the original Stargate movie, he recognized what he believed to be the Praxis explosion reused from Star Trek 6 being reused in Stargate the movie, which immediately made him feel dirty about Stargate the movie. And so all things Stargate from him from all that point on were like worthless, and he didn't bother to ever see the movie or any of the countless TV shows based off of the movie, all because of Praxis. Now, when I went and checked that today, learning about this for the first time, this travesty of justice, I could see, now understand this is the YouTube, this is the official official movie trailer currently available on YouTube. Now, this may have been different from what aired on TV in the 1990s when the movie was new. Who knows what edits were made to the trailer that aired on television compared to what officially became the trailer that was aired in the theaters and whatnot. So it is possible that it's not exactly the same trailer, but from what I'm looking at, I don't see the original Praxis explosion. I see an explosion that very possibly could have been replaced or based off of the original Praxis explosion, but is not quite the original Praxis explosion. So I'm not saying he was wrong. I'm just saying that if he was right, there is no longer a Praxis explosion in this, the current or final trailer for the movie. So yes, If Praxis was your reason for not watching Stargate for the last 20 plus years, it's no longer an excuse. Richie Poole with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 alpacas. Richie Poole. John Araki says, beware the Ides of March. Hashtag Steelbird's garbage. You know, I didn't even tell Mama Frey this morning. There was a guy, hashtag stealing our garbage. He was down in the driveway, going through all the. I mean, he didn't come away with anything. Yeah, well, he did open all the cans. Yeah. John Araki says hashtag LDG Geek Squad. Hey, John Araki. LDG, moving on up. LDG, hashtag free the net. 50,000.6K subscribers. 50,000.6K subscribers as of right now. Crazy, amazing job he is doing. I'm not sure 100% how he's doing it, but congratulations. 50.6 thousand subscribers off of 5 videos. I guess the Geek Squad is really giving him the answers. Crow Nurse, hashtag Crow Nurse, says John Araki. Yvette says, good evening, Bird and everyone. Good evening to lovely Yvette. Captain Fandom Nerd says hello. Hello, Cap. LDG at hashtag free the net. Speaking of the devil, puts in 3 vertebrae, 5 5s. Richie Poole says, what the hell is an Ide? I know, Richie. That's my question. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Duke, Leto, and Captain Finity is here with popcorn. Carlo Albanese says, hi. Hope everyone is as well as can be. Thank you, Carlo. Hail, Caroga. Hail, Carlo. Words and Pictures says, et tu, Brute? Yes. The famous last lines of Shakespeare's Julius Caesar. Et tu, Brute? Then fall, Caesar. Duke says, Scientia protesta est. I guess he's talking back in Latin. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Hello, 47. Arabic Sander says, Kapla, Birdo pray, live long and prosper. Kapla, Arabic. Suzanne Eckstein, hey, Suzanne, says hello. Bird, hello, Suzanne. Arabic says, hey to Captain Fandom Nerd. Suzanne also says hello to Scotty and LDG. Duke puts in some rain clouds, which it was raining here earlier. Words and Pictures says, says Kapla Bird of Prey. Good to hear you. Good to be here. Good to see you. Captain Phantom Nerd says, hey to Arabic. Hakeem says, Kapla, Hakeem. And LDG says, a wave to Suzanne. Eckstein. The Traveler says, why does a month have eyes? Why does a month have two eyes? Why does a month have eyes? I am, that's an interesting question, traveler. I hope there's an answer. Suzanne says, hello to Hakeem. March the God, says Carlo Albanese. March is not a god, as far as I know. Arabic Sonder says, doesn't mean the middle of the month when the bills and taxes used to be due. Someone said that in an earlier stream. I don't believe it has anything to do with that. For one, the phrase long predates the IRS and the United States. It goes back to at least Shakespearean times. So, I don't think the taxes were due at the same time then as they are now, especially in England. No, the actual, if you do Google for the reason for the Ides of March, there's a number of possibilities, but I did not see taxes as one. So. Arabic Sando says, plus it's unlucky because that's when Caesar was assassinated in Shakespeare's play. Exactly. Suzanne needs to renew hers. I'm not sure to what you mean, Suzanne. If you want to renew your channel membership, probably just hang around, and you might end up with a gifted membership. That's a possibility. It's up to you. John Araki says Mamo Pray 2024. Carlo Albanese with a 41 month. Wow. Friend of Caroga membership. Carlo Albanese, 41 months with a Mamo Pray, Bird Pray, Sis Pray, Nephew Pray, Sassy, and big ol' hug emoji. Thank you so much, Carlo Albanese. Carlo Albanese says, Bed Life, It's a Stream by Birdo Pray 5. Bed Life. Thank you, Carlo. Arabic says, plus is unlucky. I read that one. And then Suzanne needs to renew hers. And just like that, John Araki has gifted 5 memberships, 5 more Carogan memberships, I should say. Thank you so much, John Araki. And what do we have here? A membership to Gorilla's Random Thoughts, a membership to Fodder Stomp, membership to Stan Lee, 5 memberships. Gorilla's Random Thoughts. That's 4 memberships. No, that's 3 memberships. Where's the other 2? What am I missing here? Oh, okay. Mike Richards, Cinnabon Bunny, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, Stan Lee, and Fodder Stomp. Thank you so much, Mike Richards. Thank you so much, John Araki, for Mike Richards, Cinnabon Bunny, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, Stan Lee, and Fodder Stomp. And LDG with a $10 super chat. Thank you, LDG. Says, I am honored that my sub count update seems to be becoming a short segment on bed life filled with dramatic, genuine shock, fun jokes, and road to 100K is underway. Well, it is certainly makes for an interesting part of my morning when I look at your sub count. And I'm like, what the? How did that happen? I mean, I know how it happened. And I know you're actually good at marketing, which, by the way, congratulations. Marketing is a big thing. So, Pop Culture Curator has become a member, or is using, I'm sorry, Pop Culture Curator puts in a 31 month super chat and says, hope I'm doing well. Hope Berto Pray 5, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Pop. I had a bit of a hectic day today, but I am doing okay now. I hope you are doing. I hope you are doing good. I heard you took a unexpected trip to the Grand Canyon that you had never been there before, and I'm glad you got to go experience the Grand Canyon. The Traveler says, Mamo Pray needs a bird nap. Indeed. I thought you were saying bird needs a bird slap or something. I was like, what? No, good. Words and Pictures says, Ides simply referred to the first full moon of a given month. Yes. Associated with misfortune and doom, it became renowned as the date Julius Caesar was assassinated by William Shakespeare. In William Shakespeare, not by William Shakespeare. Richie Poole, with an 18-month friend of Karoga super chat, says using it before losing it. Kapla, Richie. Although, you lose it for the 18-month, you get it back the next month. So it's not that it's lost forever, just to be clear. Kronos is back. Kapla, Kronos. I'll get to your chats in due time. John Araki says, Mamo Pray 2024. And Arabic says, Mamo Pray and Sassy 2024. The Traveler says, damn, Carlo Albanese was a member 1 month before me. Carlo and Yosef were both my very first member. Speaking of Yosef, the Random Menace, I don't believe he's here today, but yesterday was his birthday. And I did not see him online yesterday, and I'm not seeing him online at the moment, but nevertheless, for the Random Menace, who may re-listen at this at a later time, happy birthday to the Random Menace. Happy birthday, Yosef. Please sing along now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yosef. Happy birthday to you. And I cannot wait till that train arrives. They're building it now. The train to Bratislava. They're building it now. Happy birthday, Joseph. And I hope you're enjoying all that love that comes with parenthood. Um, Chronos says, greetings, programs, Kapla Chronos. There you are. Suzanne says hello to Chronos. Chronos yells, Pool. Richie Pools wants to hashtag ban Chronos. Chronos says hello to everybody. You all say hello back. The Traveler says, don't ban Chronos. He belongs in this nut house we call Karoga. Absolutely. Chronos says hey to everybody. Carlos says hail Karoga. Chronos says he likes getting banned. And no, I'm not ignoring you, Chronos. The Traveler says Nephew O'Prey and Sassy in 2024. They might be a little young, but maybe not in dog years. Hakeem says Kaplata Chronos. Vote X to ban Chronos, says Carlo. Chronos says hey to Hakeem, and Carlo votes an X. Carlos. I don't know who this mysterious Carlos is, but Carlo always votes with an X. Jedi Bill says hey to Chronos. Duke says ignoring the chat is a power move. I definitely don't have any power, so that's not it. The Traveler says Chronos, no ban for you. Arabic says it's a 20% different praxis exposure. Yeah, maybe 30% different. That's why I didn't notice. That's why I didn't recognize it. Duke says all the big channels are doing it. What are all the big channels not reading chats? Chronos says, just acknowledges Hakeem. Chronos says, hey, brother warrior again, and hey to Mom O'Prey. Carlo Albanese says, don't forget to exhale before you go through the Stargate, or is it inhale? Either way, do which one it is. I hope that is useful to you. Chrono says hey to Carlo. John Araki says, can you buy YouTube subs direct from your Best Buy now? You know, it's a good question. It's actually an excellent question. I wish you could. I really wish you could. Could you imagine? Just Mom O'Prey, can you buy me a shit ton of subs when you go out? I'm joking. I'm not really talking to you. I'm sorry. Mom O'Prey was actually asleep. So, But it would be nice if somebody could go to the store and just buy a fuck ton of subscribers for you. Here's 50,000 for you on YouTube, and here's 100,000 for TikTok, and here's 40,000 for your mother and I to split on Facebook or something, Instagram, something the older people use. Pinterest. Do older people use Pinterest? I guess so. Um, where are we? The Travelers is Bird of Prey 5. There are 50,000 nut jobs that sub to LDG. Indeed, there are. As of today, there are. Carlos says no, only Walmart. Pop Culture Curator says hello, guys. Hello, Pop. Bruno says Yvette is here and healthy, question mark. She was here earlier. As to how healthy she is, that's something you have to get in with her. I know, but I don't want to, medical information is not for me to share. Arabic Sander says, hey to Pop Culture Curator. Hakeem says, you can buy them in bulk at Costco. Hakeem says hello to Pop. And LDG says, who isn't a nut? That's a good question. Chrono says, Brutus was a dink. I don't think that's what he was. LDG says, any normal people here, press 1. Yeah, no ones. No ones. 2, 7, 7. Yeah. What? 0. Pi, I'm sure, will come up, but no ones. Pop Culture Curator says, hail to Hakeem. Words and Pictures says, hey to Bill. Carlo Albanese says, LDG, longest delivery guaranteed. Bruno says, what is a word? It is. It is. And Scotty says, hey, hey, Sally? Hey, Sally. Who's Sally? At first I thought it was Salty, but there's no, you didn't write Salty. Who the heck is Sally? Jedi Bill says hello to Carlo. And Carlo says, words are hard. Names are hard for me. Names are harder than words. Words ain't easy. Chrono says, hey, Scotty. Carlos is waving at Jedi Bill. Arabic Saunders says, people still had debt and taxes back then. They had debt and taxes, but I don't think that's what it came from. England for the win, says Carlo. Bruno says, I like fish and chips. I like fish and chips. It's like that kid who said, I like turtles. I like turtles. The I like turtles kid is one of the funniest memes ever created by the internet. Kid goes on the news. What's the news for? Telling people what you like, I guess. Okay. Hey, kid, what do you think about this? Fuck that. I like turtles. Okay? You heard it here first, folks. The kid likes turtles. Yvette says the Ides of March comes from the Roman Empire. Yes, it does. Chrono says, hey to Captain MKG. Captain is here. Captain MKG says, Kapla to you, sir, and the rest of the chat. Kapla, Captain MKG. Kronos likes the fish and the chips. You know, I like the chips. I'm really not a fan of the fish. I mean, you would think fried fish would be like delicious, but yeah, not a fan of fried fish. Carlo Albanese says, why would you shake a sphere? You throw it. Why would you shake a sphere? You throw it. I don't know about shaking a sphere. Unless, are we talking latch gum? Captain MKG says, hey to Kronos. Mike Richards. Oh, yes. This was the gifted memberships by John Araki. Thank you again, John. Kronos says, I wouldn't want 100,000 watching me. Oh, Kronos, you would love 100,000 people watching you. Mike Richards is, thank you to John Araki. Kronos says, hey to Mike. LDG says, Mike, Cinna, Gorilla, Stan, and Otter. Mike Richards, Cinnamon Bunny, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, Stan Lee, and Otter Stomp were his, no, it was John Araki's 5. The Travelers is 4 of those gifts went to people who should have already been subbed. Well, that's the thing. YouTube apparently lets you, if you're eligible to win a sub if your sub is ending soon, I guess. So yeah, it works out. Dad Man Walking 55 says, hey, Alberto Bray 5, hail, Dad Man Walking. Kapla. Chrono says also, hey to Dead Dad Man. The Traveler says, I meant should have been membership already. If they already have a membership, you know, I believe it lets them renew. Hakeem says, Kapla, Dad Man Walking. Congrats on the 600. Yes. Congrats, Dad Man Walking. 600 subscribers. Pop Culture Curator, 31 months. Says Kapla Bird, hope you're doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. And Richie Poole for his 18 months. Says using it before losing it. Kapla, Richie. Rono says, Bird 5, did you make some problems the other day? I wish I was there. Kronos, the other day and the day before, mostly the day before, I did go down a road where I thought I had messed up. And I then yesterday, to the point I made a stream apologizing yesterday for what I believe had turned out to be pretty terrible the night before. However, yesterday, as it turned out, the two biggest people who were angry at each other, maybe not the two, two of the three of the biggest of the people I had hoped to reach yesterday. And I had hoped to get through to 3 or 4 people and make all 3 or 4 happy. But it seemed like I got to 2 anyway, 2 of the 4, and made them happy enough that after I was done and I thought was a failure, they actually messaged me, thanked me, and the reality was that for 2 people, it was better. Things were better than they had been. So then some of the biggest worries I was afraid of, after that, I see as of today, I really shouldn't have had anything to worry about or complain about. And yeah, I think the fact that I let people talk and I did not allow I didn't allow this to grow cold and die, or even attempt to hide who I spoke to yesterday. And I think all that was for the better, because we see yesterday that 2 particular members of mine did get together and talk and stream publicly, and then they talked presumably some more, and all went well. All went well. So I will always extend an invitation to anyone who wants, especially people who seem to need it. So congrats, and I just hope that Admiral Teague and Anti-Derivative Jill continue to discuss things as needed in the future, and they seem to have a decent ability to talk to each other, and I just hope the very best for both of them and anyone else who might follow either of them. Um, Jay Albridge says, howdy. I'm just proud to be here. Kapla, Jay. Chrono says, pool power. The Traveler says, the Bird of Prey 5 crashes Jeep into the Grand Canyon when he last went there. Traveler, I did not, but a self-deletion run off the edge of the Grand Canyon in my Jeep was one of the ways not that I always hope to go, because obviously nobody hopes to go that way, but would have been a pretty badass way to go. So, kind of one of the things that's never going to happen now. Uh, things being what they are, uh, unfortunately. But yeah, I would have taken it. I would have. I would have taken. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't want to ruin the Grand Canyon, but man, that would have been some way to go in your Jeep. Oh, how much time? I guess we could do the math. You probably got about, I don't know, 3 or 4 seconds, 5 maybe. 5 seconds that I'd note of zero gravity. I don't think I'd even be able to attempt to get out of the Jeep. I don't know if I'd be panicking or what. Well, I guess I could, considering that the one time I was in an accident in my Grand Cherokee, and it felt like forever as I T-boned a tiny car that completely blew a stop sign. It completely blew a stop sign, and I still to this day can remember what it was like as I was coming up, and it was like there was I pounded on the brakes, but I could tell there was no point to doing so, and I ended up hitting the guy towards the driver's side of his car, but I hit him where the back seats were. Thankfully, he didn't have any kids in the car, because I was angry. I was angry with the guy for him ignoring the stop sign, and I honestly thought that I would have killed a kid in his car, but he looked, he said, no, everything's fine, nobody's hurt, and stupid me, because I was a teenager, well, maybe not a teenager, but I was a young man at the time, and New York City already punishes us with extremely high insurance rates, even though I was probably the best driver in New York City, aside from Dad O'Fray, at the time. I stupidly told the guy, okay, we don't have to go through insurance. And so he just had to fix the car myself, which wasn't terribly expensive, but it was a really stupid decision to let that guy go. Though had I not, it probably would have cost my family just a few extra $1,000, and that would have been too much. Because when I ended up finally finishing college, it was just with by the last, I said, it was less than a couple $100. If I had needed even another couple $100 more, my entire plan would have fallen apart. I was so lucky to get my degree with literally just a few dollars left to spare in my bank account. And by the time I got my job, it was pennies, pennies. I was counting change to make those last couple of weeks before I got my first paycheck to, to come through. It was so close, so close. Thank God, thank God. Then the paycheck started coming in, and everything was pretty easy after that. Kronos still wishes he was here for those problems. Arabic Sounder says, I knew it. Shakespeare was a murderer. Cry havoc. Duke says, cry havoc and let loose the dogs of war. Arabic Sounder says, a happy birthday to Yosef. Absolutely. John Aragi says, the Vulcan hello. Greater than happy birthday. Bruno says, time dude gets birthdays. Yes, he does. Kronos. Gorilla's Random Thoughts with Kaplabird. You will have to join us for Cringe Shock next few weeks after last night's movie, after last night's war has been declared, and we are not going to be holding anything back on how bad a movie we watch. Okay, well, I don't know what the next movies are, but I will try. Gorilla, I will try. Kronos says hey to Gorilla. Jay Aldridge says happy birthday, I assume to Yosef. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says hey, Kringos, and thanks to LDG. Pop Culture Curator says hey, Gorilla, are you streaming tonight? Gorilla says, hey, Pop, I should be, but it will more than likely be later than usual. Gorilla says, wait, it was from @John Araki. Thank you. Bruno says, Birdo Pray 5, I belong in a menagerie. Beat, beat. You belong in a cage, Bruno. John Araki says, wish I had $100,000. I wish you did too, Jay. I wish you did too. Chrono says, I wish there wasn't Biden-inflation. Gorilla's Random Thoughts says, so LDG, how many thousands of dollars did you spend to jump 30K subs? He's at 50K, Gorilla, and surprisingly less than you're thinking, probably. I hand my hat off to LDG. He has done honestly very well for himself and for his marketing opportunities on YouTube. I would venture to say he's becoming a YouTube marketing professional. Certainly a notable consultant. Now he just needs to find a way to monetize it. Carlo Albanese says, try learning to spell Carlo Emilio Franco Albanese as a dyslexic, almost deaf child. Oh, I'm sorry, Carlo, but that is a pretty cool name. Chrono says, no normal here. Carlo says, bad Shakespeare joke. Chrono says, so many eyes. Arabic Sana says, you shake a sphere to give it energy and momentum before you toss it. Is that how it works? Chronos is very creepy. Chronos says, I call them gifts, not GIFs. Cody Guy waves. Welcome, Cody Guy. Chronos says, renew, renew. Lowell the other day, the day before. Carlos says, half a job. Half a job, is that still a job? Is that like, can you dig half a hole? Or is that just a smaller hole? Chronos says, happy people holding hands. Mike Richards says, and the Nobel Prize goes to Berto Prey 5. Really? Congratulations to me. I am so happy. I didn't even know I was nominated. Sorry, guys. I needed Mama Prey for a second. She was on the phone. Mike Richards is a Nobel Prize goes to Bird Prey 5. Thank you again. Bruno says cheers to Bird. Geez. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I don't know who nominated me, but I appreciate it. Is Bird Prey 5 still bullshitting? Asked Kronos. Not discussing things is bad, says Duke. The Travelers is all right. Someone pay for my next membership. I hope so, Traveler. Duke says, therefore, discussion greater than no discussion. Bruno says, don't get me wrong. I'm burning calories by laughing. Kronos is questioning, like, what the hell is going on? Stan Lee says, Kronos, is he talking? LDG says, you said to the names, but not the other two. Give Scotty some recognition. He would like it. Arabic Saunders says, didn't Bird sink a Jeep in quicksand at the beach? Yes. Yes, in Hawaii. In Hawaii, I sunk a Jeep. I sunk a Jeep into the sand. Kronos says, Garfield, oh, pray, rocks. Stanley says, I had some bad luck. Last year, I took a vacation to the Grand Canyon, but it was closed. That's some bullshit. No. That's some total and complete bullshit. How do you fucking close a national goddamn landmark? Carlo Albanese says, I have no idea what is going on. Stanley says, then I invested all my money in a pumpkin farm and they called off Halloween. Horse Stanley, says Carlo. Horse Stanley says Kronos. Kronos says, I have a song for you. Stanley says, and I was a skinny kid, real skinny. So skinny that my eyes were single file. Kronos says, is Bird Prey 5 rambling? Probably, Kronos. I was very tired. Very tired when I started today's stream. Stanley says, between those and my belly button, the old man thought I was a piccolo. Kronos says, is there a Mamo Prey tale? No, Kronos. Mamo Prey was very tired. Now she's on the phone. Arabic Sanders, I think Bird is a good driver. Just don't fly on Karogan Airlines. I was a good driver. You know what? I was a good driver. Kronos says you couldn't make him drive in the city. I used to drive in Manhattan without issue. Don't get me wrong, I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy driving in the city, but I could do it. I could do it. And Kronos didn't own a Jeep. Well, you should have. Richie says Bird is going to tell a Mamo Prey tale today. Yes, I'm going to tell a Mamo Prey tale today. We're going to talk about what Mamo Prey's day was like today. It's a tale. It's quite a tale. Arabic Son says, if I had a Jeep, I would turn it into a Jurassic Park one. Richie says, what are you praying for? Mike Richards says, Thelma and Bird exploring the Grand Canyon vertically. Antiderivative Jill is here. Hello, Antiderivative Jill. And Jill, sorry I had to leave your stream so quickly earlier and without any explanation, but it is what it is. I'm sorry. It happens on occasion. Kronos says that's sort of accurate. Mamo Prey tail of prey.
You told the Mamo Prey tale?
No, I didn't. Not yet. Do you want to tell Mamo Prey tale? You're too tired. Kronos and Wesley wanted Mamo Prey tale. Arabic says congrats to LDG. Yes. Kronos says Rumble is better. Tube sucks. Well, you're here now, though, Kronos. You're here now. Arabic Sana says Jif is good peanut butter. Kronos likes peanut butter cups. I could go that far, says Kronos. Still waiting for Mamo Prey tale. Kronos. Kronos says, geez. Arabic Sana says the whole park was closed. Dang. Cody guy says, wasn't it Jiffy at one point? Kronos says, I forgot to switch to live stream. I have popcorn. Grabs popcorn. Arabic says, the question is, could you find a parking spot in the city? Surprisingly, Arabic, yes. I mean, it wasn't easy, but if you went around the blocks long enough, you would eventually either find a parking spot or you would break down and go into a parking lot where they would park your car for like $20 to $50, depending on the neighborhood and how long you were there. Maybe more if you were going to like a really popular place. Kronos says, woohoo, a popcorn tail. Oh, pray. Let's see. I don't think I want to waste a popcorn tail on what's already proving to be a fairly long stream because we still have some dear bops, and we haven't got to the days, and there are quite a few days of the today, including some interesting ones. Do Vulcans like popcorn? Asked Kronos. That's a good question. That's a good question. Arabic Sana says, lol, nothing like overpriced parking garages. Okay. Yeah, did I skip a whole bunch of chats? I guess I did at some point, but okay, we are where we are. Crows is Birthday 5. I am so sorry for wasting your freaking time. No, you're not wasting my time, Kronos. Did you watch the Starship launch? Asked Eric. I watched it after the fact. I missed it live. I was maybe 20 minutes behind when JP's reminded me in the underground. So I went back and I watched it. So I saw it. It is a beautiful rocket, but yeah, unfortunately, it didn't all land like it was supposed to, but it took off like it was supposed to, and that's very good. I mean, it was only a test. It was only a test, and it was a good test. So. Dr. Scotty says Klingons like popcorn covered with gawk. Yeah, probably. Kronos likes theater butter style. Klingons would like the butter from popcorn in the theater, but then would just gawk. Klingons take buttered gawk to the movie theater. If you're, if you're a young Klingon and you're on a date with a young female Klingon, one of the jokes you pull is you take the bowl of gawk and you put a hole in the bottom, and if you're a Klingork from Star Trek Discovery, you put 2 holes in the bottom, and you put your gawk package through the hole, and you cover it with that warm hot gawk from the movie theater, and you put some butter on it, and you put it right on your lap, and you have your date picking from the gawk right on your lap. And about 15 minutes into the movie, she's going to get for the last piece of gawk, but for some reason, it's stuck to the bowl, and so she starts pulling on it, trying to get it to dislodge from the bowl, and she can't get it. And it's too dark to see what's going on. So, you're there in ecstasy as she is trying to get this large and this dying piece of gok that's rigor mortis is setting in, and it's getting harder. And she's like, God damn it, this gok is going to die before I can stick it down my throat. So she takes her mekhleth and cuts the gok from the bowl and shoves it down her throat. And you are like dying now because she cut your packages off and the blood is spurting everywhere. And she is laughing hysterically. And she's like, wait, that's not gok. This is dick. And she's like, oh, good. Ketchup. And she uses your blood as ketchup. Because, anyway, what were we talking about? Phaser corn. Arabic sound is, I don't know what I prefer, gok or heart of tar. Kronos is gross. Arabic sound, whoa, TMI. Dr. Site says, wow, this is for adults. Kronos says, I think Birdo 45 is wigging out. Arabic says, dear God. The Trowler says, this should have been on Bird XXX channel. Kronos says, oh, popcorn. Dr. Scotty says, holy smokes, what part of this stream? Now I have a stiffy. Sounds like a bird exhale, says Hakeem. Words and pictures, a smiling heart. The Traveler says, is Mama Pray hearing all this? No, she's in the bathroom, I believe. I hope she's not here. Kronos says phaser porn. Words and pictures is laughing. Arabic Sana says, now I know, not gok ever. Everyone has a kink, says Kronos. Indeed, Kronos. Everyone has a kink. And I know just because nobody's saying anything doesn't mean that they're all not laughing. In fact, I have it on good authority that there are certain people right now, right this second, thinking about making a fan made movie for Valentine's Day, which is almost a year away. For next Valentine's Day, they can make it Alexander Roshenko's first date. And we hear about what happened on his first date at the movie theater. Kronos' bird knows his king. Someone clip that and send to Salty, says the Traveler. Arabic says, thanks to Bird for ruining that Klingon dish. Arabic mutes the stream. Kronos says, what day is today? It's a good question, Kronos. What day is today? Let's bring up. It is Friday. It is Friday, March 15th, the Ides of March. It's also Brutus Day. Brutus Day is coming up this March. What can you do to avoid having backstabbing friends? It's Buzzards Day. Buzzards are scavengers and are the only ones of their kind that don't kill their prey. Ooh, painful. Dumbstruck Day. Wow. Okay. Smile braces, they eat dead. So they don't, it's not that they take them alive. Dumbstruck Days is get ready for fun activities and amazing facts that'll leave you dumbstruck. Everything you think is wrong day. Today is a good day to remember that you aren't always right. International Day Against Police Brutality. Solid day. Police brutality kills thousands of people worldwide every year. International Day of Action Against Canadian Seal Slaughter. Help us save baby seals and assist in raising awareness to finally ban commercial seal slaughter. Very similar styles. You either get to be against international police brutality or against Canadian seal slaughter. Not both. You choose. Or for C, International Day to Combat Islamophobia. Nobody chose that one. International Eat an Animal for PETA Day. I love that day. I love that day. And I say it's got more shares than either police brutality or Canadian seal slaughter. Eat an Animal for PETA Day. Let's discuss PETA and the organization it criticizes while we engage in some ethical meat eating. Oh my God, look at that steak. Look at that steak. It looks fucking delicious. International Redefining Wealth Day. Take a fresh look at your relationship with money and whether it's a priority. Sure. National Day of Action Against Bullying and Violence. There. Prepare to join forces to create long-term solutions to bullying. And my long-term solution is to keep everyone talking. National Peanut Lovers Day. Now, that little girl is clearly eating peanut butter, but the event is called Peanut Lovers. Join us today as we celebrate the love of peanuts and all nutty treats. And I will say I do not agree with using a child to associate with a day to love nuts. National Preschool Teacher Appreciation Day. So good, they've got it twice. I guess you should appreciate your preschool teacher. National Shoe the World Day. Let's provide shoes to help someone in need. National Shoe the World Day. I know, it kind of feels like you're obligating people to wear shoes. National Vo Day. Did you know voice acting is more difficult than acting on screen? No, no, it's not. National Voiceover Day. National Voiceover Day. Did you know that voice acting is more difficult than acting on screen? I would beg to differ. Pears Helene Day? I have no idea. Get your spoons ready, dessert fanatics. We're treating you to pallets, to pearls, to pears. Okay. True Confessions Day. Confessions are good for the soul. Spill your secrets and unburden yourself on True Confessions Day. Straight from Star Trek V. Straight from Star Trek V. Spock's brother. Sybok. Sybok. The power, the truth. Cybox. Confess to Sybok, and you will grow stronger. True Confessions. Oh man, that's like, this should be an HBO special. Like without the who needs the taxi cab? They should have just been called Confessions. They drive around New York City, abduct someone, make them confess, and then drop them back off. Once they've confessed, drop them off, put $1,000 in their pocket, and buy the TV rights. World Contact Day. Who better to ask about alien life than aliens? So let's just contact them. Okay? So a day dedicated to contacting aliens. I'm down with that. If I had known that, I probably would have used that instead of the Ides of March. World Essential Workers Day. Essential workers consist of police, healthcare, workers in the sanitary department, and more. Well, I'll give you the sanitary department, but I bet there's a lot of people who would debate whether police are essential workers or not. I'm okay with that, but I'm just saying, I know that's up for debate. World Sleep Day. I wish it were. I wish one could just sleep. And World Speech Day. On World Speech Day, get on stage, grab a mic, and give wings to your words. Interesting. Jay Albridge says today is a good day to fish. Good. Richie Poole says today is a good day for a mamo fairy tale. Arabic Santa says, we all know the Ides of March, National Day. I say skip to Google News. I wasn't even going to do the news. Popcorn is running out, says Kronos. Arabic Santa says, sounds like a job. It's Star Trek 6. Pita Bread Day. No, not pita bread. Eat a meat for pita. I love seals. Let's go clubbing, says Scotty. 47 Yorktown says, spook the seals. Chronos says media rare. Chronos Lowell's at 47 Yorktown. Arabic Santa says she's about to have an allergic reaction. Someone grab an EpiPen. Richie Poole says the love of what? Oh, you said peanuts. Never mind. Not while I'm eating popcorn, says Kronos. Yo. Kronos says he could voice act. And Kronos yells, confess. Arabic Sano says it should be a mystery documentary entitled What Happened to Saiba in Strange New Worlds. Duke says, so 48 more hours, and then discussion on birds. City on the Edge of Forever question will be closed. Chrono says the peeps from Chernobyl never confessed. They that effed it all up. Richie Poole says contact Chronos. Chronos says don't touch him. He's radioactive. And Contact was a good movie. LDG says last night I had a dream that I was running naked across a suspended highway, jumping through lanes like Frogger.
Tell him that wasn't a dream. I saw him. He was really doing that.
Mama Prey says that wasn't a dream. She saw you. You were really doing that. Carlos says a tale of two coins. Carlos says he had the same dream, but LDG had pants on.
I didn't see that.
Oh, I'm afraid didn't see that. 47 Yorktown, smiling, laughing. Kronos says, actually, tis a never-ending bag. Carlos says, no, don't touch me there. This is my no square. Carlo just got touched, says Kronos. Arabic Science says, come on, draw the news. We want to see when the Section 31 movie is coming out. Kronos says, hey to Mamo Pray. And Arabic says, lol, LDG is a teenage mutant ninja frog. Okay, you want to do the Google News. Let's see the Google News. Let's do a refresh, and we'll see if there's anything about a Section 31 movie. Video reveals gun potting rider who sparked NYC rush hour subway shooting. Gun toting. Toting, I hear you. Settlement reached over right to shelter law in New York City. Bitcoin blowout, plunging crypto prices trigger 800 billion in liquidations. Oh, did the crypto market collapse? FAA to oversee investigation of SpaceX Starship's third test flight. Zillow stock sinks after realtor settles, paves the way for lower commissions. Russian election arrest for vandalism as ballot boxes targeted in Putin. Okay, Star Trek: The Next Generation's creator nearly ruined Picard's its best episode. Oh, what do they think? What do they think is the best episode? Star Trek Next Generation creator nearly ruined its best episode. What do you think could possibly be the best episode? Most Star Trek Next Generation's fans consider The Measure of the Man to be one of the best episodes. It focuses on a trial to determine whether the android officer Data should be considered a person or Starfleet property. And Patrick Stewart gave us our first and most delicious taste of Lawyer Picard. However, this episode was very nearly ruined because the franchise creator Gene Roddenberry didn't think there would even need to be lawyers in the 24th century. I agree. First, kill all the lawyers. And you did, said Q. No need for lawyers. However, Roddenberry went a bit further with his rule when Star Trek creator revealed his concerns in Measure of a Man, writer Melinda Snodgrass. Roddenberry disclosed that his future world would still have people with criminal intentions, but those intentions wouldn't last for long. As Snodgrass later wrote on her blog, this was because whoever indicated signs of criminal mind would have their minds made right. Arabic Sander with a $2 super chat says, "Thank Bird, it's Friday. Where did the starship crash anyway?" I don't know. I don't know that it crashed. I guess it was the ocean. It went down in the ocean, the Gulf of Mexico, right? I assume. Or I'm not sure. Actually, I think it was supposed to land. I'm not sure where it landed. I'll be honest. It didn't. I didn't watch it land. No fun. So, lawyers deal with more than criminals. It's casual phrase, which heavily implies the Federation wouldn't hesitate to forcibly and literally change someone's mind. Freaks you out. You're not alone. Star Trek writer Snodgrass wrote that she found Roddenberry's comments chilling, and she had to switch to a different tactic to make Measure of a Man happen. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Well, let's see. Anything about Section 31? 90s R-rated sci-fi thriller goes all out. Stream right now without Netflix. Bitcoin crash triggered by failed $1 billion hedge fund spread trade. Wow. 6% commission on buying or selling a home is gone after Realtors Association agrees. Oh boy.
What they agree to?
I don't know. I don't want to read the whole article. I'll click on it. Let's see, what did they agree to? After agrees to seismic settlement. The 6% commission, a standard home purchase transaction, is no more. In a sweeping move expected to dramatically reduce the cost of buying and selling a home, the National Association of Realtors announced Friday a settlement with groups of home sellers agreeing to end the landmark antitrust lawsuits by paying $418 million in damages and eliminating rules on commissions. The NAR, which represents more than 1 million realtors, also agreed to put in place a new set of rules. One prohibits agents' compensation from being included in listings placed on local centralized listings portals known as multiple listing services, which critics say led brokers to push more expensive properties on customers. Another ends requirement that brokers subscribe to multiple listing services, many of which are owned by NAR subsidiaries. For homes to be given a wide viewing in a local market, another new rule would require brokers to enter into written agreements with their buyers. The agreement effectively will destroy the current home buying and sellers business model, which sellers both pay their broker and a buyer's broker, and which critics say have driven housing prices artificially higher. By some estimates, real estate commissions are expected to fall 25 to 50%. This will open up opportunities for alternative models of selling real estate and exist but don't have market share. Wow. That's a particular import to people who are looking to buy a home soon. Interesting. Arabic Saunders' Code of Honor. I don't think Code of Honor was the best TNG episode. Let's see, was there anything else? Was there anything else here? Okay. Let's go to Dear Bop. Let's go to Dear Bop. Kronos would love to do some Ides. I don't know. Arabic says, that's like me asking you what shark fin tastes like, Kronos. Arabic says, poor fish and bird. Arabic says, no wonder the whale probe showed up. Woo woo. Kronos says, I love Star Trek 4. Duke says, definitely nothing from the first 2 seasons. Am I right? The first 2 seasons. Oh, of TNG. Yeah. Okay. Well, we're going to do a commercial, and then I will be back for some Dear Bop.
おはようバディ。おはようドナルド。マクドナルドに朝ごはん食べに行こう。わあ、スクランブルエッグマフィン、ハッシュポテト、あ、ホットケーキ。わあ。あれ、大変だ。ここかな、こっちか。よし、ここだ。あれ。もう。おいしい笑顔、マクドナルド。みんなもおいでよ。
37 years ago, Club Med made a special arrangement with civilization. Send us your frazzled, you're crazed, you're beleaguered, you're burnt out, you're overburdened, you're tension-riddled, and we'll send you back a human being.
I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to buy the world a Coke and keep it company. It's the real. I'd like to teach the world what the world was in perfect harmony. I'd like and keep it company. A hope, a dream, a Saturday night, a great new day. It's the Coke raising your heights. Cooking is just how you feel when you know it's for real. It's a kick, it's a hit, it's a Coke. Coke is it. I'd like to teach the world just how you feel in perfect harmony. It's for real. It's a kick, it's a hit, it's a Coke. Coke is it.
Okay, we are back. We are back. LDG wishes Hope one. Hope someone streams later. An open panel. LDG, you can stream an open panel. You've done it before. Anyway, to Dear Bob. Dear Bob, are you interested in hooking up with a BBW asking for a friend? Not particularly. I mean, they're generally not my type. That said, with the right personality, who knows? But no, unfortunately, not just based on that. There'd have to be a lot of personality. Dear Bob, it's 2:45. There's no one in the place except you and me. So set 'em up, Joe. Signed, Frank Sinatra. P.S. Hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. Now that is a quality, Dear Bob. Dear Bob, the Department of Psychic Research says that the Ides of March, 315, shows bad omens for the enemies of Caroga. However, the Department of Statistical Probability gives this theory a plus or minus 50% margin of error. P.S. Oh, there's no P.S. Dr. Cyclops and Dr. Coinflip are currently debating the results with SSRs, sharpened slide rules. We will keep you informed of our progress. Hail Caroga. Hail Caroga. See, the Carogan research team is researching. Good. Dear Bob, my father is a butcher. My mother cooks the meat. I'm a little hot dog that runs down the street. LDG. No comment. Now Fuzzy Wuzzy. Mamo Pray is still stuck on Fuzzy Wuzzy. Blah, 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 blah. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Dear Bob, I call out to you to join us on Combat Islamophobia. It has been brought to our attention that you are a former disliker of those who wear towels on their heads. Well, my friend, every woman wears a towel on her head after a shower, so get used to it. Larry David Getz, LDG. I can assure you that I have watched enough women come out of the shower to say that no, not every woman wears a towel over her head. I mean, you don't know. You know what? You know what I mean. Dear Bob, I enjoy listening to your streams so much that I sit for hours listening to your discussions. They are so interesting and exciting. However, I have a problem as I don't get up to use the bathroom and end up peeing my pants. Well, I think I have a solution, and I'm wondering if you'd be okay with me using this device while I'm listening in on your show. Here is the site to buy the device. Stadiumpal.com. Salty. The ultimate portable urinal. Stadium Pal video. Male portable urine. The stadium. Not many. It's been on the Daily Show. And a male external catheter system. A leg bag. Okay. Like, I'm honestly watching this video. I know you guys can't see it, but I'm kind of curious.
What?
The sizing chart.
Oh, come on. Uh, That's a Texas catheter. They've
Yeah.
had them in hospitals for years.
No, it's yeah, you should. Stadium Gal. That's interesting. Um, I am actually, yes. You honestly, to be honest, yeah, there's probably a lot of people who could benefit from that. So, yeah, it's basically what I use from time to time. Um, Kronos has an imagination. I did not have a stroke, Kronos. Not, not again. Ms. Lundell says, maybe I'll stream after my premiere, but be warned, I do not suffer crazies, constant jabberjaws, or drunken malcontents. Arabics is a portable geologia machine. Invented bird. Yeah, well, if I could stand, the problem with that Texas catheter is you really got to be standing for gravity to work. I'm not standing most of the time when I use it, and without gravity, it just kind of backs up, and that is not good. So that's why I either need to use the geologia machine or something that totally seals 100%, more than the Texas cat. For those who are curious why I just don't wear a Texas cat. Mike Richards is pick up the pace. Salty's about to start. Well, you know what? If you feel you got to go to Salty, I understand, but I do not speed up for Salty. Dear Joe, no. I'm not going to read that. Dear Joseph, I think LDG is just divine. Is he available for hooking up? I'm a special kind of gal with one leg, so thought we might be a match. Esther Krusty. Sure, he's available. Just email him, and you could set up a day. Let him know I sent you. Dear Bob, I just want to say, hail on Karoga. Of course you do. Of course you do. Okay. Crow says, what is a salty? Bird hasn't even done Wordle yet, says Arabic Sonder. We haven't done Wordle in a long time. Stan Lee says salty will probably be late anyway. March 15th. Number 1,000. This is the 1,000th. Okay, I guess we'll do Wordle for it being its 1,000th Wordle-versary. Kronos is vulva. Vulva is the word. It is not. It is not. Thank you, Kronos. Now I've wasted a word, and all I got was a U. Let's try UNION. You think there's any chance it's an easy word today? No. No, that's the second word, and just a U in the wrong space. No I, O, or N's. Okay. Let's see. Where else? I guess the third letter could be a U. Let's try CHU R R. All right. No. Chum. CUHMB. That's not a word. I thought it was a word. Chum. CUH. CHU CHU CH. No. CHURK. Chirk. Chirp. How is that's not a word? Chirp. CHURP. No, IRP. Um, Chum. CHUMB. How is that not a word? Chum. Uh, Chum. Chum. That's a word. Okay, we got the U and or U in the right spot and the P in the wrong spot. So let's see. Chronos says this game is BS. Stan Lee's Vertebrate 5 is very space age. I think the Gelogia machine is the same thing astronauts use on the space station. Arabic says, nor has he updated us on his favorite snuggler. There have been no new snugglers. Let's try a completely new word just to see if we get any other letters. And we did, we got, okay, so we have all the letters just in the wrong area. Cool. TERP. So, but not any of those. Okay. PRU. Okay. If it doesn't start with T, it's either start probably with P or R. Or E. Could start with E. E R U. Yeah, erupt. ERUBT. There we go. There we go. Okay. Congratulations. Would you like to see your stats and streaks? No, I don't want to. I don't want to log in. Share Wordle 1000.
Bad could happen.
Copied results to clipboard. Okay. Did you then? Okay, but if you hit copy to clipboard, you could then paste it into Google or into Facebook or whatever. Huh?
Yeah. Put it in. I don't need to keep copy.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, usually. Oh, you can't see your stats. I see, until you paste it.
No.
You don't see your stats when you. Oh, okay. Oh, Mom will pray. Mom will pray. Notice if you don't sign up now, you don't get to see your stats. Fuckers. The New York Times kills another one. And they're coming for Bertle. They're coming for Bertle. They'll be forcing people to start taking down their Wordle clones soon. Kronos is Bertle Prey 5. You remind me of my grandmother doing the Sunday puzzles. Schwario says, Kapla Bertle Prey. Hope you and the family are doing well. Kapla Schwario. Mike Wario says, new snugglers or nude smugglers. No new snugglers. Schwario says, Bertle Prey 5, I finally made it. Thank you. Stan Lee says, Bertle Prey 5 is very space age. I think the same thing. I think the geologia machine is the same thing astronauts use on the space station. It's similar tech. Kronos says this game is bullshit. Schwario says I made it. Yes. Arabic Sada says nice. Bird cheated, said Kronos. Arabic says this game was rigged by Nausicaans. Kronos says I nuded eat. Wow, language. Todd Jenny says, hail Karoga. Hail Bertle Prey. Mamo Prey. 5. Schwario says, Bertle Prey. I hope TikTok doesn't get banned in the US. Schwario, I don't see how they can ban TikTok legally, but they're going to find a way. To be honest, it's probably I hate to say it, it is probably for the best, but I don't understand the legal steps, justification they can find. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, Stanley says, is Elon behind the TikTok banning? Well, you have to wonder who has the most to gain. Who would have the most to gain from the TikTok ban? And although some people would say Elon, I would venture to say Facebook. Facebook and Google. So Facebook and Google together would both benefit the most from a TikTok banning, in all likelihood, as they have the biggest alternatives to TikTok, YouTube and Instagram. The fact that Elon Musk fancies X, or what used to be known as Twitter, as an up and coming video platform I don't think that really figures into it much. I think the fact that YouTube is the probably biggest competitor to TikTok, and they've already pretty much surrendered to TikTok um, with their short system. So I don't know that it really matters anymore. Chrono says he could use a snuggler. Human play Dom shot. Yeah. Shrario says it seems like they're trying to get rid of free speech. It's funny. Almost sounds like that, doesn't it? What's next? Snapchat, says Arabic. It's a slippery slope. It is indeed. It is indeed. Arabic sentences, YouTube and X are American. That's true, but really, what if some other country said, well, you're not allowed to use X anymore. You're not allowed to use YouTube anymore. Would we take that? Would we take that from Germany or France? No, you can't use YouTube anymore unless you sell YouTube to an EU company. Like, fuck you. Who the hell are you to tell us that? It doesn't make any sense. No. Anyway. Well, guys, I've been thinking, and I want to end the stream with some advice. Some advice from me to all of you. In the chessboard that is our life, make sure you always throw your dart at the bullseye. Yes. The chessboard that is our lives, always throw your dart at the bullseye. Bird out.